Which way? Did you just stand there for me? Oh! Hey, you wanna go through the door? Let's go through. Roll over. Good boy, go. Wanna go that way? Or you wanna go that way? So this is with the Hero 11. I've actually not used this one before. So I used the Hero 4 was my last GoPro camera because for some reason I just never upgraded from the Hero 4. And yeah, it's significantly better. This is with the Media Mod, the Rode Wireless Go 2, which is connected into this. Got a little lapel mic here, which I probably shouldn't be tapping it. Significantly less weight to carry around than a giant camera if you're hiking. I think I'll probably stick with this from now on, probably drop the camera. The camera's great for getting the kind of B-roll, but any sort of moving and walking and talking things, it's just not going to work with, with a standard camera. What way do you want to go, Zero? This guy is way too much energy. Come on, down there. Good boy. All right, this way. Or go back up again, your choice. Yeah, just, okay. To be honest, I'm beginning to regret not going up that way because this looks like it's going all the way down. I have to walk back in this, so hopefully the weather stays good. Okay, I'm down the bottom of the hill now. This kind of selfie thing is kind of useful, especially if you're like trying to record yourself whilst out moving and you don't want to stop, take out the camera. It's great for just doing quick, tiny little interjection pieces. Very happy I got this. Definitely need to start doing more the whole creative side of things, you know, going out, getting a bit of air, getting away from the computers for a little bit, taking the footage, making something cool with it, and then putting it out. To be honest, I don't even care if anyone doesn't really see it. It's more just the whole act of being able to like see something from start to finish. The downside of working on games is you could spend 3, 4, 5 years working on something and it never sees the light of day. The only people who really see it are the team and maybe a few people externally, but it's a shame. You work in the industry long enough, and I know people that have worked in here for 10 years that have not launched a single game, but they've worked on lots. It's just time after time after time, the project kind of goes under. It's usually due to the management, the company, or they run out of funding, but there's no end to it for them. So, you know, the frustration builds over time, and that's how people burn out of the industry. Where was I? Yeah, if you work in the games industry long enough, you'll meet people they've never been able to release a game because they work 3, 4 years on a game. That company goes under or is acquired, which happens more often than you think. That team then gets rolled onto a new project. They'll work on that for 2, 3 years, rinse, repeat, and that's how you end up working in the games industry for decades without really releasing anything, or only a couple of things. Come here, sit. Run over. Go. Stay, come. Best dog ever. I think just getting into Lewis now. Zero's happy. Let's see how this microphone holds up. It should be okay. You never really know unless you test it, so this is me testing it. Which way, which way? Which way? See, I think I've made a bit of a mistake. I'm walking back from Lewis, and I don't know if you can tell this, but it's starting to rain. This river's starting to rise up a little bit there. Don't you dare, don't you dare. We missed all the fun bit, so I ended up having to climb over that, get through the barbed wire, because yeah, we came from that way. I just hope the path is not more messed up this way. Wait. Wait. Oh, you are kidding me. Oh, I didn't know, Zero. Zero's found a stick, and he is the happiest dog that I've ever seen because he just wants to carry stick. There is only stick. Go. Go, stick boy. Oh, what a beautiful day. yeah, so I don't really know what I want to do with this channel. If I want to continue it or if I want to stop, I don't know. Who cares? Fact is, I'm just having fun. I'm not trying to do this for money or anything. I mostly just enjoy making things and then getting them out into the world. Oh no, the rivers. Oh, let me show you what happened. The river overflowed. I'm now walking in the river. Hey Zero, you wanna go up there? Yeah, go on. Oh, did you get too wet? See, happy puppy. See, this is why I'm wearing these trousers. So this has been a pretty big stress test of the microphone GoPro setup. I'm hoping the footage looks as good on the PC as it does whilst I'm looking on the camera, but obviously it's a very small screen, so it can look very impressive on a small screen, but when you blow it up, it looks terrible. So I'm hoping that's not the case. Give a thumbs up if it is actually semi-decent and you like it. If the audio is good as well, again, I'm trying out this Rode microphone, so again, just leave a comment, tell me. Oh my God. Okay, Zero, buddy, could you just stand there for me? That's a lot deeper. Yeah, you do you. Just gonna walk along this bit. Oh, I just fall into the water. Yeah, I can do that too. Sorry for the jump scare warning. This is mostly going to stop it. He's looking at me like he wants me to fall. If you're ever after a personal trainer, don't pay for someone to do it because they won't be there all the time. Instead, get yourself a Border Collie because he'll do this thing. He'll run ahead of you, turn around and give you a look. What look, you ask? That look. That's where we were. Way off in the distance by those cliffs. And this is where we are now. Don't know what town we're in now. It's around about 6:30. Got about another hour and a half to go. Just resting up a little bit before we do the last push. He's such a happy boy. Are you a happy boy? This beautiful car. Where are we, Zero? That's an unfortunate name. Almost at the top. We were the river. We were there and then along my way. Definitely helps having Sled-Dog pull you up. Because that's tiring after this long walking. And there we are, top of the hill. And we turn right. Basically a straight shot to Brighton, South Downs Way. So you probably can't see it from here, but that cliff over there, that's Lewis. So we crossed that village there and went across to the town. So we've done a big loop round. Now we just got to get over these hills and then we're home. Zero the Sled-Dog. Can we take that off? Go on, buddy. Highly recommend walking the South Downs Way. It's a very long walk. I think it goes from Eastbourne to, I think it's called Washington? I don't know, it's very far to the west. I'll ping up something on the screen now showing you how far it is, but it's a while. It's a very nice walk. I got maybe 2 days into it. We were camping along the way and then there was a huge thunderstorm which kind of stopped the entire journey. Been meaning to finish that at some point. That field up there, if it's the one I think it is, it has this kind of concrete road going down the middle of it. Looks like an airstrip. It's in the middle of a cornfield. I'm trying to be sparing with the footage because the batteries are running low and I want to make sure I get the end in sight, but my God, it's beautiful in this country sometimes. Look, I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but that. It's a big downpour that's been like slowly creeping across this hill. It made its way out to sea. Zero's doing okay. I'm kind of okay. Not gonna lie, I'm very tired now. Kind of looking forward to getting indoors, putting my feet up for a little bit. But good spirits, I think. I know roughly where I am. Basically just need to take a right up here and then follow the road around and then I'm back to where we started. How you doing, buddy? You good? Chilled out. Good, me too. You tired, Zero? You wanna go home? I just swapped out a battery because I found one. Turns out I had 3. I thought I only bought 2. So the adventure continues. Look at that. Sunset. Really is beautiful up here. This route may have been a little longer than an out of shape game developer potato who hasn't been on a real hike for about 3 years. Lesson learned. I also am desperately looking for some new hiking shoes. Hit me up if you got any suggestions, because Doc Martens are terrible shoes to go hiking in. They're great for everything else, but I thought, you know, it's got that ankle support, it's got a nice comfort sole in the bottom of it. Comfort is not the thing that I would call that right now. Pain is the thing that I would call it right now. I definitely need to do this again. This is so much fun. Still in high spirits, even though I'm in a lot of pain right now. Plus, how can I not be when I've got the world's best motivational coach just ahead of me, constantly looking at me with disappointment and shame. He lets me walk like 3 steps and then he runs off like 10. See? That was a long detour. I probably should have just came back up the hill I went down. That's not the button I wanted. One of the nice side effects of doing YouTube just randomly, vlogging when I feel like it and when I have time, is that you have these little snapshots of history that you can go back and look at. Like when we first started renovating the house, we were so excited and just like we wanted to record the whole process. And we start off with good intentions, don't get me wrong. You know, we went hard at it for about 2 months, and then juggling work with all the deadlines that were kicking in there, and trying to also renovate the house to a standard we're happy with, and also record videos for a YouTube channel that frankly, it was just me and my girlfriend watching at the time. Figured, you know what, I'll put the camera down and we'll just focus on fixing up the house. And that was great. We enjoyed that. Mostly finished now. It's almost 2 years later after lockdown had ended. Managed to get some time to get on the house and start tidying up the last bit. It's nice to have these little snapshots of time so you can go back to it. I remember dealing with what can only be described as the worst wallpaper I've ever seen. Found out it's called chipboard afterwards. I now have a vendetta against chipboard because it is impossible to remove. Possible, it's just very time consuming. So if you ever live in a house with chipboard, I feel sorry for you. If you need any tips on getting rid of it, just leave me a comment, I'll respond. Oh, that was a pain. I really hated that. So this is probably mostly for me, just to look back in 5 years time and go, hey, remember that stupid hike you did where you had thought that you could actually do that kind of distance and then recorded it because you're an idiot? Hopefully in a couple of years time I can look back at it and go, oh, that was nothing. I can do that easily, which is my intention. Look at that drop. Wow, didn't even notice that. Ooh, that is a way down. Yeah, screw walking up that. Oh, actually, hang on. This is the hill that we went down, this bit. Right there, because there was a picnic going on at that table. So we walked into that town and then we walked along that hill into Lewis. Huh, cool. We've almost done a full loop. We've almost done a full loop, Zero. So this is super optimistic, but do you see that tiny little mast right there? That's where we're going. That's next to the car park. We are so close. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get home and have a coffee. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, so my review of all this tech and hardware and MacGuffins. Oh, God, I just prefer this way of filming. It's so much easier. Like, honestly, I don't know how else to do it. Like, I have this really nice camera. It's a Sony a7 III, I think. Yeah, it's an a7 III. Great lenses. I love working with it. It's an amazing camera. My downside, it's heavy. It's so heavy. Like, you whack a microphone on there, you whack a lens on, you whack a cage on so you can attach a thing to hold it sideways. Like, it's great. It's a great bit of kit, but going on hikes like this, you really think I want to be lugging around some massive camera the entire day? Like this tiny little GoPro. Weighs nothing. I've literally been carrying it in one hand the entire day. And the little microphone setup, it's perfect. This is how I'm going to record these kind of things from now on. Plus, hopefully the video quality, if it does line up to where I need it to be, then this might be my little daily runner. Kind of love it. It's easy to carry around. I can put it in a tiny little bag. Can attach it to my head. you know, with my motorcycle. Got my little i360 as well, or Insta360. That's an amazing little kit as well. Plus, it takes very pretty videos. Like, very beautiful place right now. He is utterly relentless. Am I holding you up? Oh, I am holding you up, am I? Right. Seriously? Give me some of that energy. Wanna come give me a hand? All right, carry me up the hill. Kind of works, not gonna lie. All right, I've got a little sled dog now. See you in a bit. Right, we have made it to the fabled pole where I took a left because he made me. But yeah, that's the loop complete. Now we just got to tie it off and get to the car. Not long now. Venture forth, my boy. So I made this mistake once and asked you, which way do you want to go, left or right? We're going right. You see that? We're almost there, just that thing. And then we're done. Moo to you too. You know this is like one of the last fences. Seriously? There we go. We're at the tower, which means this is the bit where it goes all downhill and then basically to the car park and then home. Not long now. Not long now. I wonder if I can get there before sunset. Ooh, let's find out. There it is. Right. Now it's downhill all the way. Oh, wow. What a day. That is basically Woodingdean to Lewis, around the river, back on myself, up down South Downs Way. What a journey, wow.